Welcome to the Bright Show. I'm your host, Capital HP.
And I'm Princess Cutt. And this is season 2 of the Bright Show. We are back with some more trending, uncomfortable conversations for you guys.
Facts. And if you're just tuning in, if you never visited this channel before, make sure you subscribe so you can keep getting this dope content. We're going to get it popping.
So what's on your mind today?
Okay, so with the Diddy stuff that's going on with him.
Did he do it? Did he did?
Yeah. They even came up with a, you know how people used to say pause? Now they saying no Diddy.
Oh, dang.
It's bad. I'm wondering if he low-key using all this as marketing. But anyway.
I don't think he would use this as marketing.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think nobody would want to use this as marketing.
Well, they saying that like with the Nickelodeon guy, the stuff that's going on with that. So it's seeming like when the Epstein, when all that stuff happened, nobody really knows what's going on with them. But like the R. Kellys, the Diddy's, is like they become like the laughing stock. So my question is, or the question that's arriving is, are we harder on black celebrities versus whites? What's your?
I think overall we're just harder on black people in general versus white. So especially when black people do something wrong. And then like in our own culture as black people, if somebody does something, or like if your family member does something, you remember going like to the family dinners and stuff when you were a teenager and your parents and aunties and stuff just basically, you know what I'm saying, gossiping, talking about what happened. Oh, she did that, she's stupid, I would have never, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we kind of used to sometimes just in our own culture. So it looked a little bit more dramatic on our end. But overall, I just think that Diddy is a more high-profile celebrity than the Nickelodeon guy, and that's probably why it appears to us that, you know, he's getting more light shed on his situation because, you know, that's nigga been 4 or 5 niggas, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs, Dr. Love, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's 5 people to 1, so
Yeah,
of course, you know.
Brother Love. So let me ask you this. Is there a such thing as black media? Because I'm agreeing with you saying he's more of a high profile, but that could just be to us. It could be like a whole culture or a whole, like, white people probably don't know him.
Yeah, just like sometimes I sit down and talk to some of my clients that are white and they're telling me about a country artist or something that I have zero clue in, or a radio station, and to them it's like this should be common knowledge, but you know, I'm like clueless. And so yes, a lot of people who probably have heard the name R. Kelly, or even like probably some older white people who don't know Puff Daddy like that or could really care less what he's got going on, you know?
So that's what I'm asking. So do you think it's just black media? Cause
no, this Diddy stuff is like it's overall media, but
so.
Yeah, I think haven't it reached CNN?
It's all over the place,
Yeah,
but
once you reach CNN, that's beyond black media. But there is a such thing as black media, I feel. I mean, you got BET, Black Entertainment TV, you know?
I'm asking that because, you know, when they be talking about black on black crime, and that's a real sensitive thing, but it's like, we got real SEL news. You used to have the world. I feel like that's black media, right? I know what's happening in North County or on the west side, but who's to say it ain't happening in Chesterfield and white communities? But what if we just don't know because we're not connected to their media? So
exactly, we don't just know. We don't know because we're not connected to their media. And another thing is their media is not so based on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what makes our media so based on negative content or violence and drugs and people getting locked up and somebody got pregnant by somebody and they just broke up. You know, that's just what we base our media overall on in general. It's like celebrity news, gossip, people's downfalls, people effing up basically. So
do you feel like people like R. Kelly and Diddy are getting the exact same treatment, like legally, as Epstein's and all them, or they're not getting it? You know what I'm saying? They just more so getting more scrutiny or whatever.
So are you saying like, are they getting bigger charges than?
Yeah, like are they getting equally charged in the legal system, or is this more so the black celebrities are just getting more media wise? They're getting turned down more media wise.
I need to have a little bit more facts. I don't know like how much time other white celebrities have gotten factually before I can comment on that. But I do remember like Charlie Sheen going through his little scandals and stuff like that, and they kind of drug him. And he's out of jail right now, isn't he?
I think
Yeah, wasn't he like giving people AIDS on purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean,
But that kind of came and went.
it lingered for a little. That's white media, though. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
That's your white
So
media.
how we know he ain't they R. Kelly?
That's what it sounded like.
Right, that's all I'm
Charlie
thinking.
Sheen, that's the white R. Kelly.
That's crazy.
But I don't know. Yeah, I would have to know more about people's sentencings. But I just feel like in general, we all know how it goes. They never really. And then what do you deserve for what R. Kelly did, or what P Diddy did? Like, what's a bare minimum on that to you? Because I feel
I don't
like
know. I ain't really read their paperwork, but I just go off what I heard, what they did. So if they did what they say they did, then of course, you know what I'm saying, you got to get what come with that. If you,
So how many years do you think? Well, let's just say child sex abuse on children. I
anything
guess
involving
harassment in the
children that's
workplace.
hurting children, I feel like you should get life. That's just my opinion. One, because they're innocent.
So if I don't know if I was gonna say Charlie Sheen was involved with children. That's the only example I could think of off the top of my head. But I agree. I feel like if it's child related,
Oh, he should get life too. If he actively giving somebody something that can take their life,
Yeah.
that's just my opinion.
so yeah, I don't know. What R. Kelly get, like 50 years?
I think they gave him like 80 or something.
Well, at the end of the day, he's what, 50, 60, whatever his
life.
time is life. And it's where he needs to be if
that's what he was
exactly
on.
what
Facts.
he did. If he was hog tying,
I ain't hog tied about that. All right, so with this topic, we're gonna talk about Drea and Jalen Green. I know that's real hot right now. Young boy got got her pregnant, and she bad. I ain't knocking them, but with him being so young, it's a lot of mixed feelings about it. A lot of people were saying she a predator, she preyed on him. Then it's a lot of people that's saying she secured a bag, this and that. Do you think it's a double standard because Marcus Houston, when he did what he did, I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was weird, what he did. It was like an 18-year-old, and when she turned 21, he married her. So do you think, at first I thought it was strange, but do you think it's a double standard when it comes to age gap?
I do think it's a double standard. If an older man dates a younger woman, let's just say, I don't know, if an older man dates a younger woman, he's gonna be called a trick. But if a woman dates a younger man, she's gonna be called a cougar. Oh, she still got it. She can still pull young dudes. But if an older man, is dating a younger woman, they're like, oh, he can't get nobody his age. He got to go with these young girls.
They call him like a predator?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah. Or a trick, a sugar daddy or something like that,
I ain't never thought about it like that.
So that's why I honestly think the double standard comes in. It's on the men, to be honest. And
like
the
with
women.
with Jada was messing with August Alsina,
Now that's a little different because that's our kid's friend. We don't really do kids' friends.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
All right, that's a bad example then. So a lot of with people that's against the Drea and Jada Green situation, my question is, do you really think it's love? Because I feel like, just my personal opinion, man and woman, I don't feel like a person brain fully develops as an adult until they 25. That's just my opinion. But it being such an age gap, he's 22 and she's 39, however old she is or will be. Like the level of experience and maturity is, I feel like it's just it could be so.
Now that could definitely be
Do you think she
concern.
secured the bag? I'm sorry, that's what I meant to ask you.
Well, I think she kind of been secured the bag. She probably just secured another one, but increased the bag. But I think she was pretty decent doing decent on her own before she bumped into him. I like Drea. Shout out to Drea. What was the question? Well, I'm sorry. What was your original question?
What was my words? I'm saying, do you think if you are a 39-year-old woman and you have if you have a son that's 22 and he bring a 39-year-old woman home, how would you feel about that?
I would definitely, as a parent, be like, hell no. I would definitely be giving hell no vibes. But like I said, this ain't just a regular 22-year-old boy. This is a grown, I mean, he's in a grown man field, you know what I'm saying? He's making millions of dollars. There's some 22-year-old boys out here that's working at the Lacoste store in the mall, you know what I'm saying? That's different than somebody that's making however many millions a year that he's making. So he's able to provide a lifestyle that a 44 or something year old man would. And he probably does have experience being that he is making the type of money that he makes. I'm sure he's got like investing experience. He ain't just making that money and not doing nothing with it. So that's probably where they can connect. They're both kind of celebrities, you know what I'm saying?
So if your son was making, he was 22 and he was making millions and he brought home a 39-year-old woman, you wouldn't have a problem with it.
I don't want to get drugged for this, but if that was the scenario, like if I was, what's his name, Jalen Green's mom, I probably wouldn't have. I would definitely be like, "What you doing with this old ass woman?" You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna like try to make him break up with her or nothing like that. But if he was just, 22 and working at the Lacoste store, trying to get through college, hell no, I'd be trying to make him break up. But money makes things different, and that's just the honest to God truth. Okay. So, because I mean, he can take care of that 39-year-old woman.
Yeah.
So what am I gonna be bothering him for?
He started playing better too.
Well, that's
when she got pregnant. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, so that wraps up this episode. Hope you guys enjoy these topics. You know what I mean? Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. So you can keep receiving more of this dope content. Happy to have Princess Cutt back in the building.
Happy to be with Cap. No Cap.